to another Day in the Flow inspirational video. My name is Edwin Amboy, Ed Travels YouTube channel, and soon to be the Day in the Flow YouTube channel, along with the Day in the Flow podcast. I just want to come to you today with something that's very near and dear to me. And usually, in these videos that I do are strictly by inspiration. It's not scripted or anything like that. But today I'd like to talk about something that I've been experiencing, or I've really noticed in the last few weeks. And it's an old term that I learned when I was taking computer science back in the States, and it's called garbage in, garbage out. You know, when you write computer code, it's a bunch of letters and symbols and things like that, and it's basically the instructions you're giving this, this processor to compute. You're writing language that the computer can understand. And there was this thing that my instructors used to always use: garbage in, garbage out. In other words, if I write bad code, I'm going to get a bad result. My application or whatever I'm trying to do is not going to come out correctly because I'm inputting garbage. I'm inputting false information that's not written correctly, so therefore it's not going to respond or act in the way that I want it to. And I've sort of relayed that to our daily lives. We have to be careful about what we take in. And I'll say that again. You have to be careful about what you take in, what you allow in your space, in your energy, right? And that's all about negative versus positive, right? If you hang around negative people, you're going to get a negative result. The only thing negative people are positive at is being negative. I call them soul vampires. They hang around you. They steal your energy. They steal your joy because, if you're a compassionate, loving person, sooner or later you find yourself immersed in their nonsense. It's always something wrong. There's always this, and their relationships aren't working, and this person is doing them wrong, and all of that type of stuff. And those are things that you do not need in your life on a day-to-day basis. No one needs that negativity. Today, when we're dealing with this COVID crisis, and me being from the U.S., even though I'm not currently in the U.S., I still have friends and family there. But even here in Cambodia, there's always talk about politics and the election and what's going on in their country. And you know what? You can talk about that to the end of time, ad nauseum. I mean, you can just talk about that forever. And it gets you mired and gets your blood pressure up and gets you upset and angry because you're talking to people of a different view, and it doesn't seem like they're going to come to your side of the fence. And it's just not positive. I have a choice. See, because I'm guilty of that as well. I'm not talking down to you or judging you. I'm guilty. I've done it. And every now and then, somebody sucks me in. But what I've learned to do now is breathe. It's not that important. And if you're negative, I've made a choice not to have you in my space. Not to engage in your negativity. If it's always drama, you just keep it on that side of the fence. I'll just love you from a distance. I'm not saying being judgmental to people. I'm just saying when you feel that energy, when you feel that aura of a person or a situation, trust it. It's going to show you whether it's positive or negative. Make a choice today to only bring positive things, people, places, and things into your life. And I guarantee you, you'll be happier and more fulfilled. From Ed Travels, from Day in the Flow, and the upcoming Day in the Flow podcast, I'm Edwin Amboy, and as I always say, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Namaste.